Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that lance.
Inaccessible. Oh. How do I leave?
Never been to Curltail Falls myself. Never seen a curl for that matter. Not that I want to. I heard they'll tear a man from cock to crown soon as look at him. Good
That's
thing
nice.
always.
There we go. Alright, what's this? Travel. Something about being... Oh, Jesus. Oh, good thing you can't die.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
Enemy slain. To the spoils go the victor. Get your wax. Hey, there we go. That's all we needed.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Cock and ball.
Time to fight.
That's when I came over here. Sharpening. Break.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Fucking Imperials.
If they are best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to
The garrison should still be good.
Cid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right. You, could say that, yes.
You could
The
say
Satan
that.
Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march. Any idea where? Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here. We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Cid. You do the same.
My name isn't Sid. There was a Blade game? That sucks.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Going down, please.
If those horses touch it.
Look. Up ahead. Martha,
There you are.
are you hurt?
Don't worry about me.
Martha.
It's at the Abbey who needs you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
At least she said our name, right?
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Black Shields in this area, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Easy peasy.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Oh no, they did. Turn to ash.
No.
Damn it. I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Time to die.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long. Is that all of them?
I think so.
Breath of wind, gouge, accessory. Eh.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
Seems to be dead.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
Oh, he's a
My friends
goner
and
though.
Martha, we're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The Cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her.
This guy out of his misery.
To beg his aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
It was all her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
My name is Sid.
Clive?
We found a
He's
survivor.
gone.
He did. Just like I said before. He wasn't gonna make it. Well, sell the houses for cheap.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers, they didn't need to die like this.
Sack
No,
full of money.
they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
They did a horrible
I've
job.
gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course.
Of course I will. Why would I not?
Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Quest accepted. Release. On this foggy afternoon. Alright. Oh, come on. You want me to run all the way around this fucking place? Wish you do. Fuck is that thing? Rank. We got ranks now? Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While fight is always an option, beating these mysterious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that might be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Nice.
I think it's spotted us, Caldwell. What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. Nice try.
What is going on?
Nice try.
like, no way I just died. Go is a nice.
You didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge.
Scatter the remains.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
Are they though?
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Babe.
No one survived then.
It's all your fault too.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
There you go. Now she's speaking the language.
You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the
String
dead of
her
night
up.
to slit the throats of sleeping bears.
Stoner.
But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
She wants the big
Those
one.
Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people. They're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
How's a curse breaker? Damn, black blood. Whatever that is, can be traded for Gil.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. Boys from the garrison.
This isn't the first time I've seen one of these. Perhaps I can use them as waymarks.
Try not to move.
Oi! You then! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones?
Everyone wants the big
Not
one.
just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true.
Pull the other one.
Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you.
Okay. Something smells bomb.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought
Crikey.
Ambrosia was one of a kind.
This might be this way.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Oh, there she is.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
He's talking to a bird.
Around here they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you. You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Hey, we got chocobos now. And she gets a cool eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am.
Silly sod?
Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Alright, now we got a bird. Hilarious. Now what do we do? Grows your attract curiosity. Bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Okay. Chocobo unlocked. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold right stick while on the field to summon Ambrosia and aid to mount the chocobo.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Well, at least we can run faster now. Animation looks horrible, but whatever.
No holding back. Nice try. Nice try. Where's Gav?
Ring a ding ding. Ding ding dong. Ding 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 dong.
Finish with that log so we can...
There you go, boat guy.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
You old grumpy fool.
Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Level up. Badger might +1, huh? Increase attack by 12. Ooh. I'm feeling the cost, man. I might have to put that on. that aerial blast. Aerial blast on. Be right back, guys. Grav, what are you doing?
Ah, Clive!
Everyone's missing an eye in this game.
That scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port
Shut up, Gav.
who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Fucking Gav. Otto's counter is now open. Now available. Volantia's reports. Patrons whisper at the hunt board. All three are looking at Otto and a mess. Please say quest available to alien reports of defeating its horse marks found on the hunt board will happen now. Aspiring nameless benefactors from across the twins to donate money, items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron Whispers in the Hideaway's Mess. Current renown level and accept any donations available. Sure.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Oh my gosh. I did this.
think it's all right to touch him?
Back, are ya? What's that for you, dear? And?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria. That broom's as ragged as
So Mather's all right. Yep. What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are then perhaps I can.
So how do I pick it? Do I just... Frankenstein's making it next stop. Top the hill adjacent to East Pool. Oh, it says right there, location. Sandbrick, Clearview, the Broken Hill, Rosaria. Okay.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I don't give a shit.
His
I'm in
eyes
charge.
and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Company.
All right. Time to fight. Thanks, Gal.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What's this guy got a lightsaber?
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Kill them all.
Fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Ooh. Use limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. Oh, if it's worth 24,000. Ooh, elixir for 10,000. That's crazy.
Much obliged. You won't be disappointed. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say the Empire...
Don't they?
Keep your ears open. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know.
How'd you get it?
But we need to find out. Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the Apology, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is breaking? Have the mother crystals collapsed?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it. more of my mother's men.
Ways go the same path. Oh, almost forgot this. Goblin coins. Can't forget that. Seems like something you should have.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield, Rosaria.
Obviously, you didn't know who you were messing with.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Odil. Guardians of the Flame.
Let him die
Those
slowly.
are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry. Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Oh, damn.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
Off with you.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Cut them down and bury them? Just leave them? Alright, that's fine.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Anyone left alive? Guess not.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth.
I did, Mummy. I could hear him shouting from down the road. Hush, no. You didn't hear
They tell us there's a curfew, then refuse us passage back.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Iceland's dogs, they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here! Fuck off!
Hang it, chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
Cut you down where you stand!
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. But Lazarus... We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns. Ooh.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Oldhill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Or we'll just kill you all. Too easy.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
What's up, Gengar?
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
I need to get down on some games. Sorry, I just killed your men back there.
We can speak inside.
Oh, they're not dead. We just hurt them. Okay.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
I'll probably play some Rivals later.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant.
You and your Dark Souls.
Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches. The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill. Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress. You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm. No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son. Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
Hawks to the mouth.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands. Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty. With pleasure, my lord. I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
What is it you require?
Anything that's good, but it doesn't look like... Oh, here we go. Here we go. 48 and 14. 1700. Of course I don't have enough. We can sell some shit. What's this? Don't need that. Those are rose.
Of course, my lord. Our thanks, my lord. I'm sure that it will prove useful. May it serve the cause well. I'm sure that it will prove useful. Our thanks, my lord. I'm sure that it will prove useful. Of course, my lord. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
Sir Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
I think you are tired from, digging the barren bodies. Get to work.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Black or white. Party members, throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. That's fine. Don't really need you anyways.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Look at me sideways.
Come along now. We'll find another bridge.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
I do.
Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far back!
on, big boy.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Nice.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
It's because they got
Plan
wiped.
worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Burnt blade from Wade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
There we go.
Alright, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
I figured. Love a good sub mid-game play.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago.
They must have been shit.
And for uttering his name here, you
What'd you
shall
play?
pay with your tongue.
Healer or DPS? Mag, gotcha.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou
Nice.
vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I
Have you
shall
played
have
Cyclops?
thy head.
Cyclops is busted. I want to try him out.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
Damn.
Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
That's a Final Fantasy VII theme.
The one thing I cannot believe
Change it up a bit.
all this about you being Cid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
So sad.
I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Now where are we going? Back to the hideaway, huh? Here be monsters. Are.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian can probably make an educated guess.
Nice.
Typical nobles.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm,
I had to work all
Drake's
week
eye
last week,
collapsed.
so that's why I
Soon
wasn't
after, in
streaming.
pursuit of ether and
Literally
with
7
light at
days.
their backs, the Northern
Yesterday we
Territories
chilled
descended
and
upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria.
did some family stuff,
when
and
the
today
shields of the
we're just
flame
gonna
marched north to
be
meet them,
chilling again. I
the
might have
Iron
to go out
Kingdom
later
spied an opportunity.
But we're
A
just
few
been
short days
playing,
later,
try to play
the
games as much
Crusaders
as I
landed
can
on the
today for the
island
last
of
day.
Maldrastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and
But I've been doing
plucked
pretty
it from
good.
the Duchy's
Pretty
grasp.
good.
Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have
Yeah,
set
I took
foot
a
on its shores
we
in
took a
your
nap. I woke
lifetime.
up around
Nor are
2
they
or
like
3
to again, under
as
the
well.
Empire's stewardship, meaning the
Well, we
Iron
went
Blood
swimming
will
last
keep the
night,
island.
and I like
And with
used
it,
up all my
the
energy. And I came
foothold
home and I
they
was
need
like,
to
I
march
think I'll
on
just pass out
mainland
for a little
soil
nap.
when next they
Next thing I know, it
spy
was like
on
1 o'clock, 2
opportunity.
o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh shit. But trying to get this fucking
The
game
Mother
done, man.
Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both
I
traded
wanted, I
blows with
really
the
do
Iron
want to
Blood
check out Cyclops though.
for control
on
of Drake's Breath.
Marvel.
Had things unfolded
But
differently
this
at Phoenix
fucking,
Gate,
I'm trying to beat this
we
game.
would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
How did we never hear
There are
about
new
these
billets
Guardians
being
of the Flame?
posted every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
I'm
Something's
also
getting
playing
down.
another game right now, which
Whatever it is,
is,
he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark,
I
you
wonder
know?
if I can
He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking
show
he
what
might
I'm
if
doing.
we both bent his ear, because he respects you,
a
innit?
Monopoly Go on
So-
my phone.
What you say?
It's a fun little game. Yeah. They got The Simpsons on it right now. It's a fun game. Like, you can just hit it in auto too and it'll do its thing.
Fine. If you think it will help.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I had this game
You'll only smell
a
a
long
rat if
time
we
ago.
both
I
turn up
just
at
stopped
once.
playing,
So,
and then I
I'll go
seen they had
first,
Simpsons
and
on
you can
there,
meet us at the forge.
and I was like,
Wait a
oh,
bit, then
I gotta
head
try.
over when
I
you're
gotta
ready.
check it out again. I just literally been chilling. Not as much. Like, Pokemon was like, I remember when Pokemon came out, you know, and I did like Pokemon. Pokemon Go is pretty cool, but the whole walking around trying to find shit, ugh, I got tired of that. I used to walk everywhere. Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I used to walk everywhere, drive, turn around in my car and go back and find shit, you know? Right?
There are new billets being posted every day. The
but not enough swords to see to them.
I link my phone up to the. Ew.
There are new billets being posted every day, but not enough swords to see to them. It's not working at all.
Oh well, we'll try it a different time. I'll get in.
Typical nobles.
Alright, gang, no problem. Yeah, I might go to Circle Gate here in a second too. I need a monster.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for? Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll
Be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martell apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martell? Today's finally the day.
Monster's taken quite a liking to me. Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Next all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The Cursebreakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Caer Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down. I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? It's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul.
Oh, where's it from? But you're...
Something tells me.
Fantastic.
So,
the only... A beast.
There's the books.
Well, only...
Rosie. One of the book...
Good lord.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martell.
Martell. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a Bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked?
These aren't really...
Yeah.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flood?
Skates.
There are new billets.
A gift.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach. He'd have them right from the...
That sounds...
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martells, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy. Reckon she'd be Clyde. Tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will ya?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the...
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Typical nobles.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martell.
They remembered her. After all I said, when she
And
fight.
by the way,
Of course. They like your fruit.
It's not the ether.
this talk.
That'd be close.
Slavers don't even bother with North Reach now that all the highborn have fled south. You'll not find a bruised pippin. All anyone ever wants anymore is water. Great. How am I supposed to make a living?
Come on.
Hmm.